What's up, y'all? We are back, and you know what time it is. We're getting ready for the holidays, and right now, I'm going to show y'all how to make some good old smothered cabbage. Alright, first thing that I'm going to do is chop up the cabbage. See, there's no particular way that, you're going to chop up your cabbage. If you want to learn how to chop cabbage, look up a video on how to chop cabbage. We're going to chop this cabbage. Alright, so we're going to chop and prepare this to get it put in the pot. And wash your cabbage, y'all. Wash your cabbage. Okay? Now, one thing I'm going to teach you guys is watch closely. If you cut your onion like this, you will not cry at all. So basically, all the onion is doing is, like, when it makes you cry, it's just like a self-defense mechanism, like with a skunk. And look how evenly cut it. I learned this in culinary school. So yeah, if you cut your onion like that, you won't cry. I didn't even shed one tear. Okay, I was listening to Mary. Not gonna cry, was playing. Not gonna shed one tear. But yes, if you cut an onion like that every single time, you will not cry. I promise you. Or you can chew gum or stuff like that. But yeah, I learned that in culinary school. If you cut it like that every single time, you will not cry. And look at them pieces. Little pieces up and down. Third of an onion. Next, I'm going to go ahead and make me some bacon. You can use salted pork or grilled turkey. I mean, not grilled turkey. Smoked turkey neck. Whatever meat you want to use. Whatever meat you want to put up in your thing. Whatever is your flavor. Tell me what's your flavor. This is just what I wanted to put up in mine. Put a little pork, and now it's like good. You can use smoked turkey, but this is just what I had handy and in the fridge. And so this is why I use that. Just brown this real quick. You don't want to crisp it like you're about to eat it. You just want to cook it well enough to where it's where it's done, okay? So where it's done, you're not making breakfast, you're not trying to make sure it's crispy or nothing like that. You just want to cook it where it is done. What we're going to do is put some butter in the pan, and we're just going to brown these onions and bell peppers. We're just going to brown this till the butter gets brown, the onions get brown, gets all good and up in there. And now next we're just going to let this sit, and then we're going to start adding in our cabbage. Now that we have let this sit and they've browned just a little bit, not too much, you don't want to burn them, you want to have it on medium heat, don't have it too high because then you'll start burning stuff. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start adding the cabbage, okay? You're going to add it in slowly. Now you're going to turn your heat up high. You're going to turn your heat up high now. We was on medium heat before, now we're going to turn it up high and add this cabbage in. Breaking up the cabbage, making sure it's broken up how I want it. And then after you have broken this up, you're going to let this sit. You're going to let it sit and stay still. And don't look back at it, because you don't want it to turn into stone. Right? But you're going to let this sit here for 5 to 10 minutes. You're going to just let it sit on high heat. Let it sit. Let it cook. Let all that water from that cabbage come down. That's why cabbage has a lot of water up in it. You ain't got to add chicken, add a whole bunch of water and stuff. You're not making greens. We're making smothered cabbage. All right? Now what you're going to do is you're going to start adding in your bacon, and then we're going to season. Season it good and season it well. Amen. So you're going to use Creole seasoning. I use Slap Your Mama. And I use Tony's. But you don't have to use both. I just like mine to have a little spice up in mine. You know, a little New Orleans baby up in there, baby. But you don't have to use both of them up in there. Then I add me some seasoning salt. You know, you gotta let the Spirit lead you on your way, Basha. When using that Mrs. Dash, go ahead and let that Spirit of God lead you. Not any spirit, but the Spirit of God. Some onion powder, garlic powder. We added that up in there. And this is, you let that sit for 5 minutes. Now we're gonna start beginning to stir it around. Because now you don't want that bottom burn. You're gonna let it sit. After you let it sit, you're gonna start to stir it. Let the seasonings coat the greens, coat the cabbage. Amen. So now we're gonna get you a beef onion Lipton packet, a soup packet. And you're going to add that up in there. What that's going to do is it's going to make that gravy, you know, a smothered cabbage. Amen. So now we're going to add that gravy. That's going to make like a little gravy up in there. I'm going to add you some chicken broth and some apple cider vinegar just to take off a little of that, some of that fat off of there. I'm going to take off some of that tanginess. I'm going to add your little tang up in there. Good. The chicken broth. Little bit of apple cider vinegar. You can use regular vinegar. I just like apple cider vinegar. It just adds that element. I'm gonna building flavors. Amen. Then you're gonna let this cook for about 2-3 more minutes. And you're gonna let that gravy get up in there. Add your little cornstarch to thicken it, to make it that little gravy. You're gonna thicken it, amen. Stir that around. You're done. Okay? You let that sit over a little heat, you know, to just keep it warm on the side. Keep stirring around. Make sure all of that cabbages, pieces, get that little gravy on there. Then after we got all that gravy on there, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, look at that cabbage. You know, we got some more stuff coming up next. Some mashed potatoes. Got some smothered. Yes, we're going to be good and ready for this coming up Thanksgiving. Amen. Please follow me on YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, all that. You know, Twitter. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye.